The sound of falling water is nature's way of quenching the soul here at Bear Run. The Bear Run Nature Reserve is 4,200 acres of wild mountain land in Mill Run, Pennsylvania. It is also home to the most famous private residence ever built, Fallingwater.
Fallingwater is everybody's, I think, idea of the ideal vacation house.
Renowned American architect Frank Lloyd Wright designed Fallingwater in 1936 for Edgar Kaufman's family. The family came here trading the pollution of Pittsburgh for the clean mountain air, and the waterfall was a favorite gathering place.
Wright was asked to design a house deeper into the property for them, closer to the waterfall. The family never expected they'd get one over a waterfall. They thought they'd have a nice view. Great American architect.
Today, 130,000 people each year come to visit the house over the waterfall.
We are from Belgium, and we're here to see some of the most important building of Frank Lloyd Wright.
We live in a home in Chapel Hill, North Carolina that was designed by a Swiss architect who was a student of Frank Lloyd Wright. So for us, this is like coming home.
I want to see the outdoors through vast windows, which really fascinates me, the idea of the outdoors being inside.
This is probably one of the most famous details of the house, and it's Wright's famous corner window. With the disappearing corner. But primarily what Fallingwater says, I think, to me and to most Americans, is that man can live in harmony with nature and not sacrifice modern convenience or technology. Frank Lloyd Wright was once asked where he got the idea for the design of Fallingwater, and he said that if you looked at the design for the house, you could hear the waterfall.
Wright's design echoes nature's pattern. A folded concrete slab shelters a walkway from the guest house to the main house, mimicking the cascade of a waterfall. And there are actually steps down to the water.
The family at first didn't see the need for this contraption. They thought it was kind of an expensive detail. But Frank Lloyd Wright was able to convince them on aesthetic grounds only, on the idea that this is where the house is married to its site.
Outside, terraces extend in horizontal lines, inviting nature in.
He loved the horizontal line. He felt the horizontal line was a line of freedom. If you think of a horizon, the horizon doesn't end. And that idea of endless opportunity was something that's really important to Frank Lloyd Wright.
Those who experience it carry with them the peace of Fallingwater.
If you're interested in nature and preserving nature, this is the place to learn about it. The outdoors, coming inside, where you can experience all the beautiful landscape while sitting inside. The place is a treasure.
Fallingwater is a place to be because it is a place which is part of the landscape. It is part of nature.
From the Pennsylvania forest to the Iowa rivers to the Arizona desert, Frank Lloyd Wright created buildings in harmony with nature.
Because he believed that every living human being in America deserves one thing, at least, to have a life of beauty.
Bruce Brooks Pfeiffer found beauty in the desert. In 1949, at the age of 18, he came to Taliesin West to be one of Wright's apprentices. Wright founded the school because his wife Olga Vanna encouraged it.
She said, "Frank, it's not enough to build monuments. You've got to build the builders of monuments."
Today, the builders of monuments still train at Taliesin West. Wright believed students of architecture should also be students of nature. Every year, some 90,000 people come to Taliesin West to take in the intricacies of Wright's work.
When you stand here and look down into the valley, this breezeway forms a frame It's almost as though you can look down into the valley through this wonderful framing.
Visitors drink in the view.
It's almost a place that you could come to for a retreat. It's very calming with the water and the light and everything. You feel quite calm about it.
Those who knew Frank Lloyd Wright say the magic of his buildings lies in the land.
We call it environmentalist today. That's what he was 100 years ago. Why? Because he felt that the closer man lives in harmony with nature, the more he benefits from it. The more it feeds him, the more it relaxes him, the more it inspires him, the more it makes him feel happy.
Knowledge TV Retro, brought to you by Jones International University, the first fully online accredited university. Change your life for the better on your schedule. 8-week classes begin next month. Visit jiu.edu to find out more.
There's something in the human psyche which really yearns for beauty. And if you create that, if you nurture that, then there's always hope, I think.
Heaven, to get away from the rat race and to come out here and be quiet and peaceful and enjoy the outdoors. This is God's country.